At the beginning of February 2026, we experienced strange days, the release of the Epstein files, which partially revealed alleged occult practices among elites, and a historic price drop in silver, gold, and Bitcoin for one day, or hour. During this period, it seemed as though one form of evil was clashing with another evil. What exactly happened? Who attacked whom, and for what purpose? Although we cannot comment easily on what happened, we can explain who the fighting elites are. Trump Judas, or Donald Nebuchadnezzar, was trying to devastate the paper money empire of the City of London. A key battleground in this struggle was the chairmanship of the Federal Reserve. As part of this process, Trump was said to have considered appointing Kevin Warsh, who is often described as being connected to elite financial circles associated with the city elite ring. So on this battlefront, Trump appears defeated. He could not touch the Babylon Tower. But why is the Fed at the center of the battle? Why would 3 million documents be leaked over the chairmanship of the Fed alone? Let's remember the great author Tracy Twyman. Twyman showed that the creation of fiat money, money backed by nothing, is a form of financial alchemy, something out of nothing. She combines modern economy to ancient rituals, such as child sacrifice and blood rites in Babylon, and Sumer, suggesting relation to taxation and the fiscal year. Twyman claimed the Knights Templar discovered occult secrets, related to the idol Baphomet, that allowed them to invent the modern banking system, which was later refined by Freemasons and the architects of the US dollar. Babylonian system invisible ruling. Babylon regulated the trade by standardizing gold, silver, weights, contracts, and debt. Since the temples, priests have measurement tools, they become the center of exchange. This way they controlled everything, priest kings ruled invisibly. This is Mystery Babylon, power hidden behind systems, concealing itself behind regulations which seems natural but human-made. Paper money. In Faust, Goethe depicts the introduction of paper money as a diabolical, alchemical process. Mephistopheles is the evil in the story. He doesn't create real value, he corrupts what already exists. Mephistopheles proposes paper money to save a bankrupt empire. By backing the notes with undiscovered gold in the ground, the devil creates a magic inflationary currency that causes temporary prosperity followed by inevitable, ruinous inflation. Our last 30 years. Mephistopheles convinces the emperor to issue paper notes representing the value of future, unmined mineral resources. The ease of creating this money leads to a collapse in the real value of the currency. Paper money magic era. Paper money is without substance or labor. Mephistopheles creates money from nothing, value detached from substance. By the late 1960s, the Bretton Woods system, established in 1944 and based on the US dollar's convertibility into gold $35 per ounce, was under growing strain. As confidence in the system eroded and foreign governments increasingly demanded gold in exchange for dollars, President Richard Nixon suspended dollar-gold convertibility on August 15, 1971. This decision effectively ended the global gold standard and ushered in the modern era of fiat currencies. This was even beyond the dreams of evil of Faust. Modern finance waiting 1 hour collapse. Fiat currency completes Faust's bargain, money by declaration, debt without end, value untethered from reality. Central banks are the money changer of old temples. When Jesus disturbed money changers in the temple, he was crucified. This beast system is unbeatable. The system continues until Revelation's Babylon moment, collapse in 1 hour. Revelation 18:9-10. The kings of the earth who committed fornication and lived luxuriously with her will weep and lament for her, when they see the smoke of her burning, standing at a distance for fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city. For in 1 hour your judgment has come. The meterist priesthood seems to reveal 3M documents, for just the chair of Fed. Twyman much earlier claimed that current economic systems are a preparation for the return of the golden age of Saturn. Do I have to say they will take all of what we have and rule us as slaves in that age? Paper money versus gold system. Paper owners, on one side Mithrists at London, have the private banks, money printing authority by central banks. They seem happy with this system and preparing for making it digital for a better enslavement. These are related to the blue bloods of 10 lost tribes, Aryan Scythians, England nobility. Other sides seen the Babylon priesthood wishing their bad systems via metals, gold, silver. They will again be the owner of weights and measures like Babylon time. They have a similar agenda of enslavement by stable coins backed by their commodities. These priesthoods have been fighting for thousands of years. One day, I will tie the story from Garden of Eden to Trump. But for now, we see their economic wars door our future. At the end, many antichrists are fighting for being the final antichrist, crown of crowns. In 1986 film Highlander, there is a phrase, "There can be only one." This refers to the belief that the immortal warriors, fallen angels and their hero offsprings, who fight throughout history, must battle each other until only one survivor remains to gain the prize, all-knowing power and potential mortality. The throne of Pantheon in their mythology, to be the supreme god. Sadly, darkness is not fighting with goodness, darkness is fighting with darkness to be the supreme one. Mystery Babylon, El Saturn priesthood, Egyptian mystery schools, Chaldean mystics and many more occult groups, still rule the world by systems. We do not realize that the economy, education, health, and other systems are used as tools to manipulate us. Unfortunately, what we see now is evil fighting evil. I cannot see any good side. What remains to us is the scripture written in Patmos. In summary, we are hopelessly waiting to choose the position of 666, right hand or forehead. Or there is one last hope, second coming. Revelation 13:16-18. It also forced all people, great and small, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive a mark on their right hands or on their foreheads, so that they could not buy or sell unless they had the mark, which is the name of the beast or the number of its name. This calls for wisdom. Let the person who has insight calculate the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. That number is 666.